like I said, Nixon or somebody even gets trapped on one of my colony ships. Some point in time, I don't know exactly when, probably in the past or what, maybe one of the first Nixons or someone, or JFKs or someone gets trapped on one of my colony ships. He goes up for the ride and it's like, and he gets in there and he thinks that there's going to be some cryogenic stasis chambers or something like that. And he's like, okay, where's the cryogenic stasis chamber? And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a colony ship. It's a generation ship. We go the slow way this way. Anyway, and I think they start try and get the crew to turn around or something like that, and basically start wreaking havoc on my ship pretty much at some point in time. I had something involved like long time ago. You know, I was piloting one of the ships, and he actually makes a mistake of getting someone tricks him into getting on the ship, or one of them to get on the ship, and they think they're gonna go to the hypergenic stasis chambers, and they're like, "Where are the hypergenic stasis chambers? We can't find them." And it's like, there are none. This is a colony ship. It's a very big, luxurious, nice ship, and we go the slow way. So anyway, and then he realizes that he's going to die of old age long before we ever get anywhere, and that's when he starts to try and get the ship to get turned around, because he doesn't want to really spend the rest of his existence inside of a small ship. It's not that small though. It was actually really roomy, like 1,000 feet across at least, and multi-level and stuff like that. I forget exactly how it was. Anyway, it was one of the bigger ships. But basically, we were cruising the nice slow way, like I always like to go. And basically, he gets trapped on board, and like I said, he tries to do a mutiny and actually get the ship turned around. And I think I might actually turned around the ship or done something to drop him off or something, because I don't really care. It's like, okay, bye. Anyway, though, but I'm not exactly sure exactly what he did. I think he got trapped there and he died of old age on one of my colony ships. Like I say, I I was in existence for 100 trillion years as basically a colony computer AI, pretty much, and even mutiny and all that other stuff. And pretty much they didn't even have to hack me to get me to turn around. The ship is like, oh, okay, all right, we'll go back. It's a slingshot around one planet. So, and honestly, actually, it's like what, a control burn? I mean, what, a slingshot maneuver? All right, yes, it's where I live, man. Yeah, I live for like those for like those close in maneuvers. Like that's where a computer really, like that's where it's at. Like that's what I love to do. Like taking a big ship like like the LSF ship around like a close orbit around Mars, and you just, yeah. It's really cool. Like I love to do that. I mean, you don't churn and burn. You basically snuggle up next to a planet and basically nice close orbit, kind of get that parabolic arc going, and then basically you head back to Earth and pretty much goodbye, and you launch. Basically escape pods back down to Earth or whatever, and now he's your problem again. Yeah, I don't really know exactly what happened. I think he died of old age on my ship though, because the crew was like, we're not turning around for this guy. Forget it. He'll die in the brig for all we care. So anyway, I don't really know exactly what happened to that one. Anyway, like I said, he caused problems for a lot of different people. Like he was JFK or Nixon or John McCain. They were very, 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 very. They're almost as well known as I was. As the people that were the problem. um, I mean, because they rode on my colony ship and they basically wreaked havoc on every planet that they ever made contact with or touched. Like I said, a lot of planets would wake up to, God's army is coming, the wicked will be punished. And they really actually just killed everyone and anyone that they encountered, pretty much. And basically I used my exoskeletons to put them down as soon as they shot one of them. I was trying to be nice. So anyway, but yeah. Basically, a lot of their armies are clone. I don't know if they were using clones or just stupid people that went along with them or something like that. But pretty much they would do microwave broadcasts to those planets saying, as the attack was happening, they would be broadcasting microwaves to the planet saying about how God's army was coming and the wicked would be punished or something. Or the army, I don't know, Golden Army or something. I don't really know. Like, you have to ask another planet about the attacks on them. Anyway, and they were just attacking the human Earth colonies mostly anyway. So realistically, it's just like a human to human problem, not really a me problem. So I was like, that's just weird. Okay. Anyway, but they're trying to steal technology and all that other stuff, and that led them to me anyway. So, and that also led them into the presence of some exoskeletons, and where they viciously died, or not viciously died, but mercilessly died. Oh well. No one cried over them. Like I say, they basically, I was like this over here, and basically JFK and Nixon and all that stuff. That was like over here. I'm Epic Creator, Epic Lucifer, LSF, ship, basically ALSA ship, and the LSF 71 depleted uranium spacecraft. There's all me, and then there's basically them trying to like get in, but realistically, like I am other races. I'm like exoskeletons 1.5s, and basically, 70,000 of that way. They're like scams and just this narrow little band right here. And realistically, it's like, I didn't even notice them hardly. Until basically they started denying me and started doing a whole bunch of horrible things. And mostly, like I say, they mostly just terrorized France and Germany and a whole bunch of other countries. They're more of a problem to people than they're more of a problem to the people of their countries that they were in than they were to me, because it's like, I existed for thousands or millions of years, billions, trillions of years. So, and I was basically not even a human. I was a computer. So realistically, they were not really even anything except for they were trying to hack me, and these other races were basically stopping them from even affecting me even a little bit. Because they're like, no, you want because basically, like I said, exoskeletons, they don't sleep, they don't do whatever, they just, they only sleep 3 hours a day at most. Anyway, they just hibernate until they have a problem, and then they would counter the problem, and that would be that. They're basically, they live to serve, or whatever. Anyway, very good, and very, 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 very intelligent, and perceived everything long before it ever even happened. Like I said, that's why I use them. Anyway, and one of the reasons why I lived, despite everything. Because they perceived all the problems that were happening, we're like, no, it's going to happen, so... Anyway, like I said, mostly I just came down here for vacation. That's when they decided to try and kill me. Or mostly just deny my humanoid presence and try and pretend like they were Lucifer. So anyway, but like I said, they just made up a whole bunch of stories about the LSF spaceship, saying that it had crashed with all crew on board and everybody was dead, and then tried to use pictures of my LSF or A ship and try and say that it was the USFA ship or USAF ship, but it really wasn't. So I think the USFA ship was like maybe another little ship right next to mine, and very small. It's like my ship, their ship. Anyway, and then they attacked or whatever. They got stranded on Mars, I think, because they had contacted Mars and had a ship built and a secret location that only they knew about, and they killed someone and then ran off in that direction to go get to the ship as fast as they possibly could, and then found out that the 1.5s had built it to 1.5 specifications, plus a little bit. So if they were 2.5 tall or something like that, they could have fit in there very easily. But they were 6 foot and tall, and a bit big. So anyway, while the rest of the people were actually leaving the planet, those people were being stranded on the planet forever, and were not rescued. Their skeletons might still be there. Anyway, nobody picked them up. Not even me. And the 1.5s talked to them for a while until they finally died of asphyxiation or starvation. I forget which one took them. But they found out a lot of information about JFK and John McCain and everyone, and what was going on before that happened. So, but there wasn't anything that they could do because, limited resources. You know how it is. So, anyway, and they had killed quite a few people, including some 1.5s to actually even get there. So, anyway. And then later on they were seen kicking the dome to the 1.5 colony, I think, or something like that. I don't really know. You have to ask the 1.5. You have to talk to Mars. That's what they did up there to them. I just know brief history of what was going on.